Good afternoon and happy Monday, everyone. It is post Veteran Suicide Awareness Kayak Trip Day. I didn't leave a message for several days. I think the last one was Wednesday, which was 72 hours prior to the trip. And forgive me, I'd forgotten. I'd been getting busy, and when Friday came, it's like, yeah, it's go day. So I did a very light workout on Friday. I had a great meal consisting of protein, macaroni, hamburger, and 2% milk. I was in bed by 9 o'clock after talking to some of my Army veteran buddies on Facebook video. And Saturday morning I was up at 3:30 in the morning. I was on the water by 5:11, and my first lap was 21.88 miles, completed in 6 hours and I think 34 minutes, which was a record time for me. With my 10 footer, it was 7 hours and 40 minutes. I can take probably a half an hour off for 12 foot. And yeah, so I mean, it was a record time. It was great. And then the second lap, when I reached the 35.75 miles, that was really going to be a test of where I was at. And I can do 22, 24 miles all day long on my worst day. But the 35.75 miles was the longest I'd ever gone, and that was in 2017, and that was a chain just like did it. Plus it was 8 miles worth of river and another 2 miles worth of lakes. This was all lakes. So once I reached 35.75 miles, I looked at actually I reached 36.25 miles, and I checked the time, and I was at 11 hours and 54 minutes. I was happy. And at that point, I got in a surge of energy, and I just started really cranking it out. Now, I did make a mistake on that second lap, and I'd gotten so tunnel vision, I'd actually missed 2 of the lakes. There's a small channel from Minor and Dake Lake, and if you're not paying attention, you're going to miss it, and I did. And I got partway through one of the other lakes. I said, uh-oh. So now I got to figure out how am I going to get this in. And I got it in on the way back. I had to cross a small channel, scoot across, get those lakes done, and those lakes happened to be the hardest. It was just, they were exhausting. It was 88 degrees. It was mostly sunny, and I was getting burnt. And I wasn't hydrating properly, and I was hungry. And I slowed way down. But my goal was to just get through it. And once I got into, my legs were fried. I'd used SPF, but they were just getting burnt. It didn't make a difference what I used. And once I got at that point, I threw on, where's my pants? And I thought I'd left them in my car. And lo and behold, they were in my go bag at the bottom of it. So I opened up my storage box, dug in there. Sure enough, there's my nylon pants. Very lightweight, comfortable. I threw them on, and I grabbed some, it's not granola, it's more like oatmeal and berries, and high protein. So I grabbed that, drank some water, and then I sectioned it off. Okay, I'm going to, now that I've got these 2 legs done, I'm going to backtrack. Once I get to my starting point to finish this trip, that's section 2. Now I'm going to continue on, and I'll provide a map with you guys and show you exactly what I'm talking about. This is just a real brief explanation of the trip. Once I got up to what's called Beasley Creek, and that's the entrance from the upper chain to the larger lakes where all the big boats are, the skiers, jet skis, that type thing, then I knew I had this. I mean, I knew I had it, but I felt confident. Okay, not only am I going to break the mileage, but I'm going to break the time. I wanted under 15 hours. But I also knew that there was another 2 miles ahead of me because I was at 40 some odd miles at that point. And I walked up Beasley Creek, which I'm grateful for because my back was killing me. So, and I'd taken multiple breaks, but very, very short, 5 minutes or less. I think there was one 15-minute and one 10-minute. So I got up to Beasley Creek. Then the last 2 lakes, and again, I'm a Christian, so I prayed to God. And I prayed to one of my heroes right there, Daniel Summers, who took his life because of the PTSD and the horrors of war and stuff. And I talked to him. I said, come on, guys, get me through this. Just everything I got, just give it to me. I need your help. And man, the 3 of us, we powered it through. And as soon as I hit that dock, I checked my time and the mileage, and I did a screen dump, several of them right away. And then I got another app I was running, so I did a screen dump of it, and they're within a tenth of a mile, and then within a minute of each other. So I mean, they were dead on for the most part. And the distance was 44.88 miles, and the time, total trip time, not paddle time, total trip that included the breaks, was 14 hours and 44 minutes. Yeah, I was happy. Actual paddle time, 14 hours and 14 minutes. So I took a total of 30-minute break for almost 45 miles. And one thing it wasn't bizarre. It was very, very cool. And any of you guys out there that are athletes, that are Christians, long distance of any type, endurance, I hope that you have experienced this. And if you haven't, I pray that you someday do. I was thinking, how am I going to feel? Once I knew I had a quarter of a mile left. There was nothing going to stop me. I had God on my side, I had Daniel on my side, and I had the will. Thinking this entire thing, all my training and stuff that I'd done, and the purpose, most importantly, the purpose. How am I going to react? What is my feeling going to be? And I couldn't grasp it. Am I going to be happy? Am I going to be sad? Am I just not going to feel anything? You know, and I'm thinking of that as I'm concentrating. I wasn't even concentrating on breathing at that point. I was just everything. And I got in after I did my screen dumps. I stood up, took a deep breath, and I started bawling. I felt this warmth come over me. And it's a friend of mine. She said it was God. God telling you, job well done. Daniel saying thank you on behalf of all of us. Job well done. And I firmly believe that. And it was nothing I did. It was a lot of people that helped me. It was God and Daniel and all the vets, all my brothers and sisters. Yeah, they got me through it. But it was a gift. They were saying you can feel good about this. And I just bawled my eyes out. I had left nothing on the table. I was totally exhausted mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. There was nothing left. I couldn't have given you one more paddle stroke at that point. And I did a Facebook, and I was just emotional. I talked to my wife, and I was just bawling my eyes out. It was wonderful. It was just the most amazing feeling. I did it for the reason, but I got the greatest gift of all. And I pray that someday, all you out there, that you'll experience something like that. Just remember, don't do it all for yourselves. It's okay to feel good about what you do, but you're going to feel better if you give a reason or purpose. Family member, friend, cancer victims, seizure victims, hurricane victims, something. You don't even have to ask any money for it. Just do it for somebody besides yourself. And if you do that, and if you pray to God, and you pray for, even just talk to the people in your mind in a prayer, you are going to feel, it is going to be the most amazing feeling in the world. Trust me. I talked to a friend of mine, two friends of mine, brothers of mine, that night. I wasn't even tired. I was sore from I had some bruises on my back and stuff, but not crazy sore. And my buddy, one of them, he was an athlete, and he said, he watched my video, and he said, I could never be more proud of you than I am right now. He said, when you were crying on that video, he said, I knew you'd given everything that you have. They say given 100%. He said, you gave it. You gave it, and that feeling was God, and it was Daniel, and it was them telling you you did. Job well done. That was your gift. And he said that's what a lot of professional athletes feel when you see them. They're not just happy that it's over. They're feeling that sense. It's I don't know if euphoric is the right word. To me, I don't have a word for it. It's God. So anyway, I'll be breaking up the events, parts of it, and the nutrition and the recovery. There is recovery period. Yes, that's so important. And today was part of it. So God bless. Thanks for your support. Love and peace, and prayers for our vets and our men and women in blue. That trip was for them too. Thank you for watching.